Welcome to Problem Solve, the podcast where me and a special co-host solve all your problems really easily, probably.
Problems? Are you kidding me? I don't have any problems. Okay, I might have a few, but I can work on them with you. Come on.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
How's it going? Clear that throat.
I got a frog in there.
You do.
I got a frog in there.
You know
That's
who-
foreshadowing
That is foreshadowing.
for later.
How's your day?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I spent some time in the garden. I visited all my little plants.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so cute. My passion flowers are blooming.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I love a passion flower.
Right there, so alien.
So passionate.
Incredibly passionate.
Uh-huh.
Incredibly. And like anemone-like. Very Seussian.
Yeah, that's what I always think.
How Seussian?
How Susian.
Ay, que Seussian. Yeah, so that was cute. And then I worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had so many sessions.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is okay to say or not, but I'm
Try
going
it.
to say it anyway.
Say it.
I'm like really proud of my clients.
Oh, you can say that.
Yeah, you know, some therapists, they're like, we don't do that.
We don't proud.
We
We don't we don't proud of clients.
We don't proud of clients. No.
Like, what do you mean they don't do that?
Like it's if you're going to say you're proud of a client, then it's
Mhm.
like something that you need to be doing like very carefully. Because it's like, oh no, what if that's to influence a client to be like doing something for you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. My clients are growing for me.
They're growing for you.
Yes.
Wow.
Like a beautiful garden.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Way to tend to those little plant babies.
I think it's okay if you say that you're proud of your clients.
Yeah, I don't agree with people who say you can't say it. I'm
Yeah.
really proud of them. They're all doing so good.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Good job. They have a great therapist.
Thank you. It's not about me.
It's all about you.
It's not about me, but thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah. How was your day?
Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty easy day.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a good brunch. Saw some good clients.
Yeah.
And watched a little baseball.
Oh, is it baseball time?
Oh, it's baseball time.
When did baseball start?
At the beginning of April, like it always does.
That's when opening day is?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Your Cubbies are doing really well.
I mean,
Our Cubbies are doing really well. Your Cincinnati Reds are stinkers.
what about the Sykes? What about the Sykes? You know them. What about the White Sox?
Oh, the Sox.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Oh, no.
They're one of the worst teams in baseball.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
All my possible teams are really doing bad.
But your Chicago Cubbies are doing great.
Stinkers. I'm glad the Cubs are doing well.
Yeah, go Cubs.
Yeah.
Alex, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think, would it be better if everyone, all the humans in the world, instead of like having all the humans in the world, they were all replaced with just like a bunch of Alexes?
Oh, no.
Would it be better if it was just a bunch of Alexes?
Me?
Yeah. You.
A bunch of me?
Just a bunch of yous instead of the 8 billion different people.
No.
So you're pro-genocide.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What a fucking straw man
Right?
bullshit argument. Fuck
Because
that.
if it was a bunch of Alexes,
No.
there'd be no genocide.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
You're
a straw
sweetie.
man argument. I'm not falling for that shit.
You are denouncing that. You are not pro-genocide.
Yeah, I'm anti-genocide.
Wouldn't it be
Hot
better
take,
though?
anti-genocide.
But if there was a bunch of Alexes,
It's a real heavy lift.
there's not going to be a genocide.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Have you
sure.
met me?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. I did a whole thing. We had this like clip where I'm like, oh, I hate being alive.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then people were like, what a shitty therapist.
Yeah, I got a lot of feedback on that.
Yeah. Did you? Whatever. I'm just being real.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it would be a genocide. I think about half of us, right?
Us Alexes?
Us Alexes, we might just be like, I'm good. I'm not advocating for that. I don't want that to happen.
I don't think that would happen.
What do you think would happen if it was just me and a bunch of me?
You'd have so much fun.
I think it would be fun. I think it would be kind of exhausting at some point. Like, I'm great. I'm a good time. But that's a lot. That's a lot of homogeny.
Yeah.
I like variety.
Sure.
It's the spice of life. I don't know if you've heard.
I've heard, but I feel like a lot of problems would be solved if it was all Alex all the way down.
I think a lot of problems would be solved. A lot of problems would be created.
New ones.
Can I guess what you would say?
Yes.
Yeah. I think if it were Jeff and a bunch of Jeffs, you would all jerk each other off until you all drop dead. I think you would love it. I think you would thrive in a world full of Jeffs.
We would all thrive.
You would
a
all
world full of Jeffs.
Just like high five and play Mario Kart.
That's what she said, Joe. All the time.
Constantly.
Constant.
Is that what your answer is?
Oh, I say yes.
Yeah.
I'm not pro-genocide. I'm pro-fun.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's genocide or fun?
Well, when it's Jeffs or no Jeffs, yeah, it's fun with a bunch of Jeffs.
I mean, this is a wild.
I came up with that question all by myself. I don't know if you can tell.
How original. How original.
That's a pretty good question.
It is a wild
Use that on
question.
a date.
Okay. And then I'll accuse them of being pro-genocide.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's a stretch, Jeff.
It's true if you think about it.
It's definitely not.
It's a thinker.
It's
a thinker.
It's a stinker. It's a stinker. I have a thing to share.
Okay, it cannot be better than my thing.
I've got a thing to share.
Share your thing.
I was starting to tell you that I read this study that said that people who participate in BDSM dynamics, relationships, there's like a higher prevalence of secure attachment.
Oh.
Why do you think that is?
Like if I had to guess?
Yeah. Spoiler, I did not finish the article. So
I'm going to guess.
I want to hear your guesses.
That if you're in a consensual BDSM relationship, there's got to be a lot of communication. There's got to be a lot of safety and security, right? Which is what you need to be able to do in a secure attachment.
Yeah.
So it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm guessing.
That's my guess as well.
Okay, we don't know and we'll never know. Because you didn't finish the article.
I'll read it.
You'll read it?
I'll do a little book report.
I'm not mad.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Okay. Dad?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, though. That's my hunch, too. And also, aftercare.
Oh, right. Aftercare. You love aftercare.
Aftercare is so fucking important. And I think we should have aftercare for like...
Can you tell people what aftercare is
I
for
would
the people
love
that
to.
don't know?
I'd be honored.
Please do.
I'd be honored. Aftercare is... you can apply in a BDSM situation or a kink situation or not.
Or just a normal, sorry, I shouldn't use that word. Just a typical sex.
A typical sex.
You're
having a typical sex.
Vanilla sex.
Just that straight vanilla sex.
Yeah.
That good vanilla sex. And you finish. And after
then you get up and you go.
And then you get up
and you
leave.
and you go to sleep. You sleep or you leave.
You sleep or you leave.
You sleep or you leave. Those are the two options.
Jeff,
yeah?
That's not aftercare.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
You've been doing it wrong. Yeah, you've been doing it wrong. Aftercare is when you like maybe have a little snug afterwards. You roll over and you say to your partner, hey, that was really nice.
Oh, the old rollover.
Yeah, or you roll under.
Oh.
Or you jump up.
Jump up.
Or jump down.
Jump up and jump down.
Jump around. You finish what you're doing and you check in, right?
And you're finished when the man orgasms.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's it. That's the only orgasm we're concerned with.
That's the only one.
That's the only one.
Okay, so I'm doing that part right.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Okay, cool.
You check in with your partner. You say, did you come?
I don't know. I like that face.
You like that.
Yeah, everyone who's listening to this, you missed the face. Did you come?
But did you come?
But did you come?
Did you come? Did you? I couldn't tell. Did you? Was that good for you? You check in and you see if the other person is needing anything, what you can do for them. And it's especially lovely in a kink situation.
Right.
Right. Say you had a whole scene where you were the bottomy, subby.
Power bottom.
You were truly. Would you identify as a power bottom?
No.
What kind of bottom are you?
I'm not a bottom.
But if you had to be.
Oh, power bottom.
It'd be a power bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so say you just got done power bottoming. So hard.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you're just like, really taking it.
Yeah, you are.
Am I fired? Then it would be really nice maybe for the top in the situation to check in and be like, hey, you just did so much work. Is there anything I can do for you? It's really important. Yeah. It's really sweet for reassurance. It's really connecting. Yes. It's like a great way to sort of ritualize like the closing of the scene.
I get it.
And to get back to normal life.
Right.
Because otherwise it can be kind of clunky. If there isn't that like care afterwards. If you just like got, okay.
No, I agree.
Are you trying to argue against aftercare?
Okay. There's a thing. I'm not making this up, Alex, although I do not know what it's called, but I do know that Dan Savage said it, and he is my God. He is gospel. Yeah. He is true. And he said that there is like, this is a thing that happened, a chemical in men's bodies. Yeah. That after they do an orgasm, after they have sex, they just want to bail. They just want to be like, let's just go. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go. And it's not because they don't love you or care about you or whatever. They're just like, I'm on to the next thing. Sure. It's a reaction, a chemical reaction that happens in my body. I'm just like, cool, sleep or leave. What are we doing here? Let's get something to eat. Yeah. Right. And it's hard. Yeah. Poor me. I know. It's really hard being a white man. This is one of the things that not a lot of people talk about, that we need to talk about more often, of why it's hard to be a white man. Will you talk about it? White man power bottom. Is that you just kind of want to go. You're just like, you're done and you go. White power bottom. Okay. No. Oh, I want to go to the next topic. You got me. Jeff's uncomfortable. Okay, Jeff hates aftercare. No, I love it actually. But you're saying that your body does not like it. Yeah, but my heart likes it. I mean, I guess I can see, like from an evolutionary perspective. Yeah, you're not there to like hang out. No. You're there to spread your seed. Exactly. And then fuck off. Evolutionary perspective. You know who loves evolutionary perspectives? Racists. The manosphere. Yes. Yeah. You could always be like, evolutionary biology, psychology. Am I right? Hey, I'm racist. Yeah. I don't care about you. White power bottom. White power bottom. Yeah. I think white power bottom would be like an amazing band name though. Uh-huh. Yeah. It would be. And if our producer/editor is brave enough, he will name this episode White Power Bottom. Wow. I really don't think you should do that, Adam. But maybe I really don't think you should. I think it would expose us to a lot of new listeners. It could. That's good search engine optimization. I'm not really sure what SEO is, but I think this is it. It's White Power Bottom. And we're reaching across the aisle. Mm-hmm. We're reaching across the aisle. Maybe we can red pill them. Maybe we can red pill the red pillers? Like an opposite red pill? An opposite red pill, which is the blue pill. Like reverse racism? Okay. Well, this is a strong start. This is a strong start. To a good episode. Let's hope. Let's hope. Anyway, aftercare. Do it. Betray your body. You let us Betray your body. Check in with your lover. Alex, when you finish that article, I am very interested to hear how it goes. If other people have guesses before I finish the article,
I have severe ADHD, so there are very good chances that I will totally forget
you're
about
gonna
this.
forget about this.
So I want to hear other people's guesses. And if you do read the article, I'm not interested in hearing what you have to say.
And the title of the article is we won't tell you that. You're
No,
just
I'm gonna tell
Google
them. I'm gonna tell them. Hang
Okay.
on, just give me a second. Jeff, is there anything you want to tell our beloved
I
listeners?
want you to leave us a review on Spotify, on Apple Music, on anywhere you listen to this podcast. It helps us move up in the algorithm. That's just how it goes. It's a really easy and free way for you to give back to the podcast. I would be touched. I read all the reviews, only the good ones. And if you want to leave a question, go to therapyjeff.com/podcasts. Record a question. You have a 3-minute limit, but maybe make it even less than that because sometimes it runs a little long. I've given Alex the appropriate amount of time to find this title.
I got it.
It is?
I got it. It is. Well, the title of the article that lists the study is BDSM practitioners exhibit higher secure attachment and lower neuroticism.
Oh.
And I think the neuroticism piece, if I'm going to guess before actually reading the study, is about nervous system regulation from like the acts themselves.
Oh, yeah.
As well as you've got really like solid boundaries. There's a lot of good communication and fucking aftercare.
We get it.
Aftercare.
You love aftercare. Moving
on.
on.
I do. Whoa, okay. I think I have like a literal frog in my throat.
It sounds like you have a frog in your throat.
Like a frog lodged in my throat.
You do.
Yeah.
I think you need to see a doctor.
A Zoc doctor?
A Zoc doc.
Help me, Zoc doc.
Here's the thing. You can go to ZocDoc. You can search by insurance company. You can search by location. You can even look through all of their patient reviews to see who is the best doctor in Portland, Oregon that will treat a frog in your throat.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need a frog removal specialist stat.
Yes. It's so good. I literally use it all the time. I think that everybody should go. It is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/solved to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That is ZocDoc.com/solved, ZocDoc.com/solved. The first question goes a little something like this.
Hey, let's jump in. I have this neighbor / close friend I've known for 10 months. The last 2 months were spent dating. I met him during this time in my life where I was grieving a narrative of having a soulmate, and I may have overcorrected and dated him despite some major issues. He's in deep denial about his daily heavy cannabis use, and I have gently highlighted the behavior as problematic. He doesn't have motivation to find a job, his sleep hygiene is atrocious, and he has a sexual hang-up where he doesn't understand his frequent lack of desire, mind-body disconnect, etc. But the lack of intimacy really took a huge toll on both of us. Anyway, so I was watching a lot of your green flag clips on social media, and he meets nearly every single one and is open to therapy. So my question is, are these 4 red flags too heavy and outweigh the multitude of green flags? Do I continue the search of finding a better trade-off, or can I settle for good enough? Is this good enough? I'm in my mid-30s, and the thought of starting over makes me feel distraught. I am willing to and have been working on my own internalized judgments of gender norms and societal expectations of a partner, rigid values, things of that nature. So I would appreciate your hot take on this little slice of life. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Alex,
Yeah.
do you have thoughts?
Have you ever done like a big pendulum swing like that?
Oh, I believe in soulmates, and then there's no such thing. Is that the pendulum swing you're asking about, or are you thinking about a different one?
Well, her pendulum swing is like I was grieving the fact that I could potentially find
Right.
a perfect partner, like
Right.
this ideal soulmate idea. And now I'm just fucking the neighbor who's like maybe dependent on cannabis and maybe has like bad self-care and intimacy issues.
Sleep hygiene.
I mean, he sounds depressed.
And sex stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are the green flags?
She didn't list them.
Yeah.
But she said that there's many. Lots of green flags and only 4 big red flags.
Listen, I can't do a proper cost-benefit analysis
Right?
if I don't know what those green flags are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I get it. We get the question.
Yeah.
I don't know if have I done a pendulum swing? I think every time I get out of a relationship, I do.
You find just the opposite of what you had before.
Not all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but occasionally, yes.
Occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really normal.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense.
And, she mentioned like she's challenging these like rigid values. I think anytime there's rigidity, it like...
Overcorrection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's a lot of grief.
Yeah.
Imagining that you're going to find a soulmate, perfect match.
Yeah.
Or at least somebody who's going to who you just know is your person. No, you're shaking your head over there.
Oh, no. I'm
Do you
just
believe in soulmates?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
But you do.
Is this like the spirit world thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I believe in spirit world, like I have to believe in it 100%.
No, just my version.
Just your version. Okay, got it. Do I believe in soulmates? I believe that we have really incredible connections with many different people. I don't believe in like one soulmate.
No.
No.
I don't believe in the one soulmate.
No, that's childish.
I believe in a handful of soulmates.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Like
3 to 5.
Okay, say more.
Oh, and it might be, one of them might be Brandon, right? Like it could be like a best friend, or it could be a baseball coach I had for 1 year.
Yeah.
But it's also, likely some romantic partners too.
Why? What makes a soulmate?
It's somebody that causes you to grow in a really important way and evolve. And sometimes you spend your whole life with them, and sometimes they're your bratty little sister, but they have a really big impact on you.
Interesting.
Is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that definition.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay with that definition.
Thank you. It's giving twin flame a little bit.
No. I don't believe in twin flame.
What's the difference?
Twin flame is like, you complete me. You are my one.
But
right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like...
Do we know what we're talking about? I don't know if we know what we're talking about. Twin flame feels like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not saying that.
Well...
I don't believe in that.
But I think what you're saying... Okay. You know what? It doesn't matter.
This is the whole rest of the episode is us trying to figure out what we're saying.
No, thank you. I quit.
Moving on to continuing to answer this question.
Yeah. Where were we?
So she went from soulmates to soulmates don't exist.
And can I settle for this guy?
And then I started fucking my neighbor.
Yeah.
And he kind of sucked with 4 big red flags. But you know what? On further...
Can I settle for good enough?
Yeah.
Is this good enough?
Is this good enough?
I think if you're asking, probably not.
I would like you to ask yourself, though, okay, so we're clear about what those 4 red flags are.
Yeah.
Is he clear on what those 4 red flags are? We all have a red flag or 4.
Yeah.
Does he know what they are? Does he identify them as red flags that he needs to work on, get rid of, evolve out of, through? And is he making progress? And do you want to go on that journey with him?
Those are great questions.
Great.
I think another great question is, if nothing changed, would you stay with this person? Yeah. And if the answer is no, then you know.
How many people change?
I think people can change. And this is like a hope that we have to have as therapists, but we also have to be realistic.
Right.
That like people change probably like a lot less than we think they do over a longer period of time. And they have to really want it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard.
Right.
Like, do you ever show clients the stages of change?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Always relapse.
Yeah.
We always talk about relapse. So be prepared for that.
15% of people change.
Is that a true fact?
In my heart.
Yeah. It sounds good. I would say like, yeah, 15 sounds good.
Yeah, 15%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm not even going to read that article.
Don't.
Yeah. I'm curious. She said she was like challenging internalized judgments around like values and like soulmates, but she's also so like distraught about starting this idea of like starting over in her mid-30s.
You can speak to that.
Like,
your mid-30s.
babe. You're not like 90.
I'm closer to 90 than you are.
No, not you.
Oh.
Her. You are closer to 90 than I am. I'm older than mid-30s.
Mid-30s is not old.
No, but I am older than that.
Exactly.
But,
no, I'm talking to her. Mid-30s is not old.
No, it's not old.
And I get it.
Yeah, I get the feeling.
I get the feeling.
And also, like,
You're a baby.
don't waste the rest of your fucking life being like, oh no, I gotta settle for this fucking schmuck because like I'm never gonna find anything better. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen next year. Yeah, get over yourself a little bit there.
And there's a cost of admission with any person that you're going to partner with.
Say more about that. Tell people about cost of admission.
If you're going to date me, I'm going to snore.
Oh my God, you're going to have to listen to so much Blink-182.
You're going to have to listen to lots of Blink-182. I have a very complicated relationship with my family that's very triggering and upsetting for me. And you're going to have to listen to my feelings about it.
Yeah.
I am stubborn. I like things that are efficient. I'm a really easygoing guy unless I'm in the car. And then like, I'm just like, this is how you drive, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about this. I wish there was.
Really cranky.
I get real cranky. I want to be on time and I want you to be on time. And oh God, yeah. So I'm like rigid about certain stuff. And this is the cost of admission.
And it's important that people know this about themselves. This is like knowing about your red flags.
Yeah. Your red flag is that you think you don't have any red flags. That's like such a big red flag.
Yeah.
So I think she's trying to figure out like, am I okay with the cost of admission? It sounds like you're not.
But we don't know. We don't know what these green flags
are.
Call back. Tell us what the green flags are. We can argue the other side too.
Happy to.
What was my cost of admission? I know.
You know?
I know the bad things about me.
Do you want to tell them what they are?
I'm late. I'm frequently late. I roll my eyes constantly.
I don't know how they're not stuck in the back of your head by
It's
now.
really bad. I can be kind of judgy.
Yeah, in a fun way.
In a fun way.
And in a not fun way.
In a not fun way. But I can also change my mind. If you push back a little bit, then I can be flexible about it. I'm a little indecisive. I'm pretty emotional.
You're a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces.
And you are on brand for a Pisces.
Yeah, we're very on brand. Is there anything I'm missing?
You got them all, Alex.
Yeah. Okay.
You're too cute. And you know it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Alex, I want to take a really quick break just to notice how lovely you look right now. Why is that?
God. Well, it's probably because I'm so well rested and dripping in luxury.
Tell me more.
I got these Cozy Earth sheets. And they are so buttery soft. There's nary a pill to be found. In fact, they have a 10-year warranty.
They do.
They guarantee that there shan't be a pill, not a single one.
And they have a 100-night sleep trial, so you get to enjoy all of their products for 3 months to experience the unmatched comfort of Cozy Earth. If you're not completely in love with your bedding, you can return it hassle-free. Spoiler alert, you won't want to.
They're buttery soft, luxurious, just sumptuous. I'm living a sumptuous life with Cozy Earth.
Luxury should not be out of reach, Alex. Use code SOLVED for 40% off best-selling sheets, pajamas, and more. Trust me, you won't regret it. Sanctuary awaits at Cozy Earth. Next question.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Jeff. Loving the continuation of this podcast. I have a question sort of similar to the one a little while back about how to respond when someone tells you they're pregnant when you think having kids is a no-go. My struggle is what to answer when people ask me, how are you doing? Just for context, I'm not in North America. I'm not talking about the hi, how are you kind of greeting. These are people who I haven't spoken to in a while, and it's more like, how are you really doing? And the reality is, I'm not doing well. Let's say I'm dealing with depression. I'm torn between two things. First, there's the promise I made to myself that I would be honest about my feelings, because a coping pattern of mine is to suppress and pretend everything is fine, and I don't want to fall for that again. Yet, the other thing is, when I say I'm not doing well, there's a social etiquette for the other person to ask, oh, what's up? That then leads to another pattern of mine, oversharing and over-explaining. When I've done that in the past, I've been told I was a bit of a burden, I'm a Debbie Downer, or I clearly just wanted to talk about myself. So now I'm conflicted how to answer. Maybe I should just give up on my promise of honesty and just say, I'm okay, how are you? Which I already do when it's asked by a vague acquaintance. However, when it's people that I'm closer to, I don't know what to say. For now, I've sort of settled on, not great, but I don't need to talk about it. This lets them off the hook, and I'm honest at the same time. I'm curious if you have any thoughts or suggestions on how to be authentic and yet not a burden when answering that question. Thank you.
Honey, I mean, I feel sad that someone told her she was a burden and just wanted to talk about herself. And yeah, I'm sorry your dad did that to you.
Yeah.
Sorry dads do that.
Oh, dads are the worst.
Dads are the worst.
Ugh.
That's a joke. But someone said that, right?
Right.
I think there's a space between honesty or sorry, a space between like total omitting of any honesty and like oversharing. What do you think is between those two things?
Well, I like what she came up with.
Sure.
What'd she say? Like, I'm not doing well, but we don't have to get into it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm also like, I was listening to that question and I was reflecting on my own experiences around that. And I just sort of read the room.
Yeah.
And I think she's overthinking this.
Well, it makes sense that she's overthinking it when she's had experiences with people being like, you're
Totally.
being a burden.
100%. So you're like overcorrecting, wanting to make sure that you don't put anyone out or trauma dump on somebody that's not asking for it.
Yeah.
I also want to be like, well, you know, do what feels right.
Sure.
Read the room and trust that you will get the feedback that you need to get.
Yeah.
That if somebody wants to hear it, they will feel inviting and open to listen to it. If they then start to feel like they've heard too much or they can't give you the support that then they're going to like say something about that.
Sure. And
have a boundary.
Yeah.
You don't have to manage their boundaries for them.
No. And try not to take it personally when they give you a boundary. It's not about you. It's about their capacity to be with whatever you're sharing. Yeah. And you can have boundaries around what you share. Like you don't have to say everything. You can be like, I'm not great. Here's the bullet points of what's going on. And that's all I want to talk about right now. Yeah.
There's the like, I don't know. Is it a trend or is a thing that people do where like you kind of ask somebody what their emotional capacity is first? You get consent for talking more about how you're really doing. That's an option.
Sure.
It might feel a little clunky or forced, but you're being honest.
Yeah. And I think if you really like want to get something off your chest, that's a great way to go about it. If you're really needing support. But this is different. This is people asking her how she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like when people tell you how they're really doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
You would.
Okay. And I do.
And you do.
Yeah. I want to, when people are like, I'm great. Like every single time a client comes in and I'm like, how's it going? How have you been? And they're just like, I'm good. And then like 30 seconds later, they're not good.
Yeah.
You know, like just start there.
Start there.
Yeah.
I had therapy today.
How'd it go? How were you?
Well, she was like, how you doing? And I was like, I don't want to talk about how I'm doing. But I do because I'm in therapy.
Yeah.
So, and then her suggestion was like, great, tell me what's going really well. And then we'll get into how you're really doing.
That's a cute way of getting into it. How would you address a client coming in that way who said, I don't want to talk about how I'm doing?
Oh, we don't have to talk about how you're doing.
Yeah.
This is your hour. We can talk about whatever you want. It is my job to challenge you. And I am really interested in why you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that would be my question. Why do you not want to talk about how you're doing?
It's tough because I don't always want to be like such a therapist about everything.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to be.
So you're just like, I don't want to talk about it either.
Neither do I. Don't bring me down, babe. And then I asked them if there was 100, or if everyone was you in the whole world.
Are you pro-genocide?
Are you pro-genocide?
That's such a crazy question.
It makes sense if you think about it.
Because
if everybody's Alex, there's no genocide. So you're saying I'd rather this reality.
You don't know that I won't turn on myself.
I know you, babe. We're like
so condescending.
I know you're not a genocider. And you're arguing for that?
No.
You're arguing on a public podcast?
We've talked about you. I'll say it. We've talked about you, you white power
You're
bottom.
A white power bottom.
What
are we talking
You're
about?
A white power bottom.
You're canceled.
You are.
No, I am.
Okay.
What? No. Where are we?
We are talking about the oversharing, which I think we just did. So we are just going to call it that. We're going to say that we answered that question. That problem's been solved.
Problem solved.
What are we doing next? Who are we talking to next?
I'm talking to Clover.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Jeff. I love your all's content and energy, and the duo is so great. Okay, so first I'm going to ask a fun question for you. If you had the opposite genitalia for a day from what is the loosely binary spectrum, what would you do with it? Just for a day. And then you still have the same body.
Okay, I'm going to stop there in the middle of the question so we can answer that one first.
Oh.
And then we'll get to the rest of the question.
Oh, interesting take. Interesting process.
You like that?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
We're doing it, though.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So, Alex, if you had a penis.
If I had a penis.
Yeah.
Do I have balls as well?
You have a penis and balls.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Oh, is this exciting?
Yeah, I'm like imagining what it would be like.
Yeah, a full 24 hours.
I would masturbate.
First, you'd masturbate.
I'd probably, I would do like an inspection. I do a thorough inspection first. And I do, just like mess around. Just like really
feel what it feels like to get hard.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
It feels so good.
Don't put your experience on mine.
Sorry.
Unless you want me to do that for you.
Put your experience on mine?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So I would feel what it's like to get hard. I would probably just like, you know, that porno thing
where they just whack it on.
I would just do that on everything.
On
just be
everything.
like, that's mine.
Yeah.
That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah.
I would pee outside. I'd pee standing up.
Oh.
Like just on a tree in an alley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, doing that as a vagina owner,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different experience.
I would imagine.
I still really enjoy peeing outside. It is one of my greatest pleasures, but it would just be a whole different thing with the
Totally
penis.
different experience.
What else would I do? I try to get laid.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to know what that feels like?
I do want to know what that feels
You should
like.
get a blowjob too.
You know I would. You know I would. You know I would.
Is there anything, I don't want to interrupt you, but is there anything non-sexual? Because I first go
I
to
just
sexual
hit my
too.
dick on things. I talked about that for so long.
Sure.
A pee outside?
Yeah, oh, that's true. That's true.
What else do you do? That's it's like for peeing, it's for hitting on things, it's for sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. What else should I do? Is there something you'd recommend?
Oh, if you were a penis haver.
Yeah, just for a day. Penis for a day.
You can like twist it when it's like floppy.
Yeah.
Just like really, the thing about penises is that I don't think that people who don't have penises don't realize how like sort of, I don't know, like pliable it is, or how like you can really kind of like wrap it around your finger and it's okay, and then it snaps back into place.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't hurt either. I'm not like saying you should do this for the pain of it all.
I feel like I've been sold a lie.
It's a very durable appendage.
They seem quite fragile.
The balls are.
Oh, it's the balls.
You should get kicked in the balls so you know what real pain feels like.
You know, one of the funniest things for me,
Uh-huh.
this is sadistic and horrible. It's like someone getting hit in the balls and then throwing up.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. But also, I will laugh until I cry. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like Original Sin.
I am happy to kick you in the balls and watch you throw up.
Great.
If you need me to do that to you.
Thank you. Can I give you one right back?
Nope.
Okay.
You can kick me in my vulva, I guess.
Yeah, that might be cool.
Yeah.
Do I have a prostate?
Sure. Yeah.
I want a prostate orgasm.
Yeah.
Maybe I would get pegged.
I mean, that's...
I guess I already have an asshole.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad. Please don't listen to this one. Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Great. That's a great list.
What would you do if you had a vulva, a vagina, a clitoris? There's so many things happening.
I would, I'd be really political about it.
Say more.
I'd go to the women's marches. I would speak up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say,
yeah, what would you
empowering
say?
stuff.
Like what?
My body, my choice.
Really good. That was really good.
I think that's what you all say, right?
Yeah, we all do say that. We all do say that. Thank you.
I think, yeah. I mean, sure. I want to have multiple orgasms during sex.
Sure.
And I also just want to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can have like what do you call it? Internal orgasm and a clitoris. Clitoral.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Orgasm.
Uh-huh.
I want to have both those feelings.
Sure.
I just want to have a full body orgasm. I'm hoping that I will achieve that with the vulva.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I don't have that as just having a dick.
You don't currently have that.
I don't think any dicks have that. I think when...
Right in.
Right in. Okay, if you have a dick and you're listening to this podcast, let me know if your orgasm is different than mine. Because how mine goes is that like I have an orgasm and it's right at the tip of my dick and that's it.
You don't feel it anywhere else?
Maybe a little lower than the tip.
You don't feel it anywhere else?
In my soul? I don't know what you're looking for.
Like
It's
your
just-
body?
No, it's just the tip of my dick.
What's happening?
I think that's what all penises do.
I don't know
So
about
I want
that.
if I have like I'm pretty sure. I want to have a full body orgasm.
Yeah. I want that for you without having a vagina.
Oh, maybe if I do like tantric internal orgasms, would that achieve it?
You gotta be embodied, man.
No.
Yeah. You work on being in that body.
I think I'm right. Even an embodied penis person is going to have their orgasm.
Dear penis havers, please let us know. Is your orgasm relegated to the tip of your penis?
Yeah.
And just a little bit below
That's
it?
where all the nerves are.
Uh-huh. You got a whole system. You got a whole nervous system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say no, but I also don't want to invalidate your experience. So
What a tricky position you're in here.
as a sex therapist, I'm not really sure what to do here.
Well, we'll find out when people slide into your DMs.
Slide in.
But just with the tip.
Slide in
Just
with that vagina. What else would you do? Just like shove a hairbrush in.
Oh,
cucumber.
That doesn't. Oh, right. Yeah.
Those are formative experiences.
I'd use a vibrator.
You hump a teddy bear.
I'd do that with a penis. I can do that with a penis. I've humped many a teddy bear in my life. Trust me. Ask the teddies.
Sure. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They consented.
Okay, good.
I don't know. What else is there to do? You tell me. Am I missing out on anything? Sure, you can stick stuff inside.
Just punch yourself in the puss.
I don't want to have
you
a period.
You could get fisted. You should have a period.
You know what? I should have a period so I can experience what the cramps.
Do I get give
cramps?
Birth.
You know what?
You got to give birth.
I do not.
You're giving birth on your 24 hours with it, but you should at least have a cramp. They're really bad. For some of us, they're really bad.
And I think I'd be able to take it pretty well.
I think you'd be a little bitch about it.
I don't think I would be.
I think you would.
I'd like to find out.
Well, maybe your day will come. Maybe we can do a Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue this question.
Great. Do it.
So to give a little context, I am a non-monogamous, super hyper independent, and also a little asexual, demisexual traveler. And I am working on my fear of falling in love and getting hurt. And so this lesson I'm trying to learn, and I would love to hear your help with.
Okay. Poly, asexual, demi, traveler.
Hyper independent.
Yeah, it might be like it totally tracks that you're afraid of falling in love.
Mm-hmm.
It might be that.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not giving us a lot of context here.
No.
She's just saying, what do I do about my fear of falling in love?
What do you want to do about it? You want to fall in love? You do it even though it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to be brave.
Yeah, you can still fall in love and it be scary when you are hyper independent and poly and asexual and demi and a traveler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want? What would you do if you had the opposite genitalia?
I think she needs to go. She don't need to do this, but you should probably go to therapy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Talk to somebody about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know what your goals are.
Yeah.
So they can really dig in to figure out what are the things that are holding you back.
Sure.
What is your history of falling in love?
Mm-hmm.
What was your childhood like? Usually your parents or caregivers, that's your first intimate, loving relationship.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Whoa.
So you dig and you dig and you dig and you dig and you dig. And you also try to figure out how you can find somebody that you can trust and open up to, who's able to hold space for you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you know this.
I mean, it's giving fear of intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to decide if it's the intimacy that's scary or if it's the potential loss that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Who hurt you.
Right.
And all that.
Drop one of those things.
Oh, no. Really?
Drop the hyper-independence things. Hyper-independent thing. Demisexual, I get. Asexual, all right. But the hyper-independent traveler part, maybe that's something you can do something about?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep traveling.
Oh, I mean, traveling is great.
We
I've
love
heard.
traveling for
I
you.
don't love traveling,
You
but I know
don't?
that it's good for other people.
Oh, it's really great.
I like to just hang out at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could try asking for help. Challenge some of that hyper independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's risky.
Mm-hmm.
How sexy.
So sexy.
Yeah, frame this is all very like kinky and fun. Make it fun.
Hyper independence, but fun.
Yeah, make it challenging hyper independence, but
Yes,
fun.
exactly. Ugh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
That's
Yeah,
all I
we
got.
need more.
Yeah.
But these are like that first question.
You like that?
I like that, and I want people to send more of those in.
Well, we got into a fight about it.
Bless you. Next question.
Next question is, we are out of time. That is the end of the podcast.
That's it?
Thank you for attending, for listening. We love you. Leave a review. I need to blow my nose.
I'm so sad that we're done.
I know. Flies by.
Okay, yeah, leave a 5-star review, I guess.
Send in your questions at therapyjeff.com.
questions, therapyjeff.com/podcast. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Miss you.
Bye.